In the bustling and ever-awake city of Oketola, where streetlights glowed like restless fireflies and people chased money more than sleep, there lived a young woman named Nena. She was 24, beautiful, hard-working, and lived alone in a small apartment behind a busy shopping plaza. Her life was simple. Work during the day. Run her online fashion business at night. And wash her clothes every Saturday. But she had one habit that everyone warned her about. A habit she never took seriously. A habit that nearly destroyed her life. Nena always left her underwear outside overnight. And in Oketola, that was a mistake you only make once. Nena grew up believing only in what she could see. Her neighbor, Mama Ibeji, warned her several times. "My daughter, your underwear. Don't leave them outside when the sun goes down. Spiritual things walk at night." Nena always laughed. "Mummy, leave matter. What will spirits do with pants? Wear them." Mama Ibeji only shook her head. But her warnings were not empty. There had been rumors in the neighborhood. Women becoming barren after leaving underwear outside. A teenager who suddenly couldn't walk. A newlywed who went mad after her bridal underwear went missing. Nena heard the stories, but she never cared. To her, they were just African exaggerations. She had no idea she was being watched. One Saturday evening, after washing her clothes, she spread them on the line behind her apartment as usual. Bras, panties, shirts, all dancing gently in the evening breeze. Around 11:47 p.m., while she worked on a client's website, a sudden coldness swept through her room. The bulb flickered once, twice, and died. The darkness felt heavy, almost alive. Nena grabbed her phone to switch on the flashlight, but before she could, she heard it. A sound outside her window. Slither, drag, slither, drag. Something was crawling near the clothesline. Something big. Something wet. Something breathing. She froze. Slowly, shakily, she walked toward the window and pulled the curtain aside just a little. What she saw made her throat tighten. A tall, shadowy figure with no face, only a long snout like a hyena's, sniffing the clothesline. Its fingers were long and bony like fresh sticks. And it was touching. No, selecting. Her underwear. It lifted one pair, sniffed it deeply, and hissed. "Good. This one has destiny." Nena screamed and stumbled backward. The creature turned sharply toward her window. It heard her. And it smiled, without a mouth. The creature was called Oguobi, a spirit known in old stories. A spirit that fed on fertility, beauty, progress, and destiny of young women. And it always entered a woman's life through her underwear. Once it took a pair, the woman's life began to crumble in ways nobody could explain. It followed bloodlines, dreams, and weakness. And Nena had just caught it in the act. But the moment she screamed, everything became silent. No footsteps. No breathing sound. No movement. Just heavy, paralyzing silence. Nena didn't sleep that night. The next week, her life changed. On Monday, she fainted when entering the office elevator. On Tuesday, she began losing hair in clumps. On Wednesday, she forgot her own PIN number and broke down crying in a bank hall. On Thursday, her laptop refused to turn on. By Friday, she couldn't feel her legs. Tests were done, nothing was wrong medically. Doctors were confused. But spiritual signs don't show up on hospital machines. Her mother rushed to the city and took her to a pastor. The moment the pastor saw her, he whispered, "Something was taken from you." Nena began crying. "Pastor, he took my..." The pastor stopped her gently. "Don't say it. I already know." The pastor and 3 prayer warriors followed her to the apartment. When they reached the backyard, the clothesline shook violently in the still air. Something unseen stood there. Pastor raised his staff. "Reveal yourself." The ground cracked. Wind coiled like a snake. Then it appeared. Tall, shadowy, snouted, and holding Nena's underwear in its long claws. The pastor spoke. "Leave her." The spirit hissed. "She left her covering. She offered it. She belongs to me." Lightning flashed across the sky. Nena collapsed. The creature moved toward her, but the pastor struck his staff on the ground. A blast of light exploded from the earth. The spirit screamed and twisted. The underwear in its hand caught fire, blew fire, and disintegrated. The creature turned to flee. The pastor shouted, "By the Spirit of God, your assignment is broken." The creature shattered like glass and disappeared into dust. A wind blew over the compound, and Nena's legs regained strength instantly. Her health returned. Her job was restored. Her business doubled in profit. And she started sleeping peacefully again. But she learned one lesson she carried forever. Some spiritual attacks enter your life through what you consider ordinary. Moral lessons. Not everything missing is ordinary. Do not give spirits access to your personal items. Small negligence can open big doors. A person who is spiritually careless becomes spiritually vulnerable. Darkness waits for moments of weakness. Guard yourself.